Welcome to Vuforia Spatial Toolbox Transfer Tool. Today we're going to go over the transfer tool, which allows us to send values that are outside the 0 to 1 range to logic nodes. First, we're going to be using nodes from the EV3 intermediate setting, so if you haven't seen that video already, you should go and check that out to understand what we expect from these nodes. So first we're going to indicate the problem that the transfer tool solves. So we're going to go ahead into the pocket and grab a value tool. We're going to drag this into our space, and then we're going to go into the programming tab and drag out a logic node. If you haven't already seen our video on logic nodes and image targets, you should go check that out and come back to this video. So we're going to connect the ultra node to the blue part of the logic node and the touch node to the red part of the logic node. And then we're going to drag from the red output to the value tool. So in this logic block, we're going to grab the greater than tool. So we're seeing if the blue input is greater than the red input, and we're sending that boolean of a true or false to the red output. And so now you can see that the ultrasonic sensor should be greater than the touch sensor, but this value still shows 0. So this is because it's not actually sending the values of the ultra and the touch nodes to the logic block properly. So we're going to go into the pocket and we're going to grab our transfer tool. So we're going to drag this into our space, and this is going to help us solve this problem. So we're going to drag in a second transfer tool, and we're going to go into the programming tab, and we're going to connect the ultra node to one of these transfer tools and the touch node to the other one. And then we're going to connect from these transfer tools to the logic block. And so right now we're seeing if the ultra node is greater than the touch node. And if we go ahead back into the interfaces menu, we just have to click the button on the transfer tool to get the flow of data started. We can see that in fact the ultra node is greater than the touch node, and it returns a 1 to the value tool. And so now, just to make sure that this is working properly, we're going to go back into the programming tab and switch the ultra and touch nodes. And so now we're seeing that the touch node is greater than the ultra node, and as you can see now it returns a 0.